Hey, how you doing? I just wanted to tell you about this video I made. It involves four women. Three of the women are friends of my wife, who's also in the video. And it just finds out what it's like for them to raise a family in Canada as opposed to Japan. And I hope you enjoy it.
I'm Mayumi Arimoto. I'm from Japan. And also I have two boys. One is 3, the other one is 1.
I'm Yoshi. I've been here for 11 years.
My name is Fumiko. I'm living here for about 20 years. Now I married Japanese husband and I have 2 children.
Hi, I'm Yuriko. I came to Canada for the first time in 2014 and I got married to Canadian husband and now I have 2 daughters. One of them is 3 years old and the other one is 1 year old.
Why I choose Vancouver to come? Because I was curious and wondering how many people from different backgrounds are living together in one city.
I didn't know much about Vancouver, but I was looking for a place to study English. And then I was thinking about Canada, Australia, New Zealand. But I chose here because one of my dreams is living in a city with snowy mountains.
I thought there is less racism than the other country. And also there are many Japanese people live here, which means I can find easily, for example, like a Japanese interpreter or Japanese hair designer, like hairstylist, or like Japanese people.
I think my English improved little by little over 3 years. And then I got the job at architecture office. And I lost all my confidence I built up because it was totally different and I had to take a call, I had to talk to clients, and I have to email consultants and then city planners. So it was really tough. And I even got the toonie size bald spot at the time. But after that, I kind of stopped thinking about my English because it doesn't give me good influence. So I just focused on improving my communication skill.
Japanese language doesn't count nouns, so uncountable or countable. So when I go grocery shopping with my husband, we should get 3 cones. And every time my husband fix my English. No. Corn is uncountable. So you have to say, we should get 3 ears of corn. I still understand why. Every time we should count or countable or something like this.
In case of our family, my husband is very supportive and helpful. When my kids was born, he took the parental leave for 8 months. And also the company he's working is very kind and understanding for our family situation. But on the other hand, my father was so busy. He could come home, when I was little, he could come home only for taking shower twice a week. And my dad, when my father left home, I told him that visit us again sometime. So that sounds like to the visitors. So that means I was thinking my father was just visitor or stranger.
I feel people here is really good at express themselves, and compared to people in Japan, I'm not sure, maybe I'm biased, but because at school in Japan it's kind of like a passive, teacher like teach you, and then you kind of answer sometimes. And they don't ask much opinion, I felt like. But here, I only know like at work, but like you need to express yourself. Otherwise, you don't know like who you are.
I really want my children to be bilingual, so I try to speak Japanese to them all the time. But it's really hard for me because I have to talk twice all the time because my husband doesn't speak Japanese at all. So when we are together, like my husband and my daughters and me, like at the table, I speak English to my husband, and my husband speaks English to my daughter, and I speak Japanese to my daughter, and daughter speaks Japanese to me. So, and then my daughter's English skills still, how do you say, like a developing. So she often asked me after I talked to my husband, like, oh, what are you guys talking about? Nani nani, nani means what? What's that? So I talk to my husband in English first, and then I have to translate what we talked to my daughter. So really hard for me, but yeah, I think whether my children can be bilingual is all up to me. Of course, I do miss Japan so much, especially like Japanese delivery system. Like for example, like in Japan, we can choose very specific time to receive the package. For example, like every 2 hours, 8 to 10 or 10 to 12, 12 to 2 or something like this. So we never miss the package. But here, like, oh, delivery for you tomorrow by 9, which means like I have to stay home all day long for like receiving the package. So that's really, I miss Japanese delivery system. And also I really miss Japanese washrooms because here it's really hard to find a clean washroom. So now I have a kids. I don't want to take them like like the not clean bathroom. So like we decided to leave the potty in the trunk all the time, our car. And then when my daughter needed to go potty, always she does in the trunk. So when my son go to elementary school, he usually brings rice ball and tamagoyaki, like meatball. It's very like Japanese obento style. But I think sometimes he complains. He likes to eat sandwich, no vegetable, just bread and ham and cheese. So I think it's kind of balanced. Even like at home, I cook Japanese food all the time. But if he requests like mac and cheese, it's okay. Mac and cheese is okay. Like nuggets is okay. I think I already make their foundation for Japanese food enough. So I try to introduce other culture stuff too.
If I use one word to describe Vancouver, is the dish champuru from Okinawa Prefecture in Japan. So that means mishmash in English. So that dish has so many variety of vegetables and tofu and mushroom. So it looks very colorful and lots of shape, but very tasty. So similarly, I could say that Vancouver City has many different people from different culture and background, but they are living respectfully and peacefully in one city.
Before I came here, I saw like my image of Canada is it's like covered by snow and like lots of mountains and yeah and also yeah, of course, maple syrup.
Coffee, because there are so many cafes everywhere. And before I came here, I used to drink green tea all the time. But after I came here, I've been addicted to coffee. So, and it's really hard for me to resist my temptation to drink coffee. So I would say coffee.